Here's Britain's newest unmanned aerial vehicle, the only drone of its kind that can be used on an aircraft carrier. As soon as it was adopted, it immediately produced results in the form of crucial information. During a flight test, a drone recorded the movement of a Chinese aircraft carrier in the South China Sea. This could be a provocation of World War III. This information was immediately sent to the Pentagon for confirmation. As it turned out, it's really true. China has activated its troops and sent dozens of ships to sea, led by its aircraft carrier. This was the reason why the United States, together with Britain, sent their forces to the conflict zone. The UK sent HMS Queen Elizabeth, the flagship of the Royal Navy.
That gives me very proud. Proud for the ship's company who have done so brilliantly well to get us this far.
The creation of this aircraft carrier began in 2009, and its construction cost $6 billion. But what did it look like in the end? The ship, weighing 65,000 tons, is equipped with the latest technology and is capable of carrying 60 aircraft, including fighters, helicopters, and recently drones.
She's a big girl, 65,000 tons, and there are 1,200 plus people on here today.
Thanks to the latest modernization of the use of drones, it was possible to detect the activity of the Chinese aircraft carrier, which could become a provocateur of World War III. The Mojave drone, which can take off from a 400-foot-long flat surface, looks like an unmanned attack aircraft with reconnaissance capabilities.
The Mojave is a short takeoff and landing aircraft.
It was created by General Atomics, which is one of the leading drone manufacturers. By the way, it was this company that produced such great machines as the MQ-1 Predator and MQ-9 Reaper, which have proven themselves in the U.S. Army. The main idea of the development is to create an attack drone that'll be operated from unpaved airfields and aircraft carriers, and everything needed for its operation can be placed in one C-130 Hercules cargo aircraft. That is, the military will receive a kind of construction set that can be assembled on the spot, put on the necessary equipment, and used for completely different purposes. Preparation for battle takes only 1.5 hours, after which troops receive a powerful attack drone capable of carrying up to 16 Hellfire missiles or other weapons, including precision bombs. Even a minigun can be installed on it. Isn't it a versatile weapon?
That's a capability that doesn't exist anywhere in any carrier strike force.
In addition to destroying the enemy, Mojave can perform regular reconnaissance tasks. At the same time, the drone is equipped with the latest radar systems. In the reconnaissance version, the flight time is more than 25 hours, and the control range is not important for Mojave as it uses a satellite control channel and can be controlled using a laptop.
We can bring this aircraft to sea and operate it from ships.
Thanks to this drone, it was possible to detect the activity of the Chinese aircraft carrier, which is the main means of provocation by China. In terms of technical support, the People's Liberation Army can compete for the title of the best in the world. China's doing its best to confirm this by demonstrating its ships, such as the Shandong aircraft carrier. This is a truly impressive representative of its type. It's 1,033 feet long and 246 feet wide and weighs 70,000 tons, which is even more than the British flagship. The aircraft carrier is capable of reaching a full speed of 35 miles per hour, armed with 3 30mm artillery systems and 3 HQ-10 anti-aircraft missile launchers. But the carrier itself is not as dangerous as its aircraft, of which Shandong can carry 40 at once. There are 36 J-15 deck-mounted fighters, 2 Z-18 transport helicopters, and 2 Z-9 multi-purpose helicopters.
The ship and the aircraft have been designed with each other in mind from the outset.
In addition to the strike group, the aircraft carrier is followed by submarines, one of which was spotted. The naval officers of the Queen Elizabeth ship detected the Chinese vessel using the modern sonobuoy system. These are small sonars that are dropped into the water to pick up the sounds of submarine engines and propellers.
I'm enormously proud as a naval officer to be part of this journey and part of this project.
A Chinese reconnaissance submarine used the noise of an aircraft carrier to disguise its presence, but it was detected anyway. Later, it turned out that it was one of the submarines on which the Chinese had deployed new generation long-range ballistic missiles capable of hitting even the United States without leaving the safe zone of their own waters. The 6 Chinese nuclear submarines have been equipped with new JL-3 missiles, which reportedly have a range of 7,500 miles, significantly increasing China's ability to strike at U.S. territory. Based on the events in Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine, as well as learning about the Chinese missile, the United States began to develop new nuclear weapons. The U.S. Department of Defense has announced that the government is continuing to develop a new version of the B-61 nuclear gravity bomb. The new bomb, designated as the B-61-13, will have a power surpassing any other modern projectile.
The B-61-12 program started in 2010. We really started the aircraft compatibility testing in 2013.
The Pentagon stated that the decision to create these weapons was made in response to the changing security situation, with a focus on the need to modernize nuclear forces to effectively deter its 2 nuclear competitors, the main one being China. The B-61-13 will implement the same advanced safety, security, and accuracy features that are currently included in similar projectiles. The bomb is extremely accurate and powerful, with a maximum yield of 360 kilotons, which is almost 7 times higher than the previous version. One of these is enough to literally break an island in the ocean in half.
The X-rays don't get very far. They're absorbed by the air. The air is then heated up by these X-rays to millions of degrees.
The Pentagon also reported that the new bomb will be carried by the stealthy B-21 Raider bomber, which is capable of flying over 7,500 miles in stealth mode at supersonic speed. This combination should become a deterrent to Chinese aggression, because knowing that they have such weapons, their aircraft carrier is unlikely to give the command to attack the United States. At the same time, the UK has taken a different course and is expanding its ground military capabilities by launching a new combat vehicle at full production capacity. The Ajax armored vehicle, developed by General Dynamics, which has attracted attention for its design and capabilities, is already undergoing a series of tests to determine its effectiveness in various combat situations. Its weight of 42 tons and dimensions strongly resemble the standard dimensions of a tank. But this is not entirely true. It's rather an armored infantry vehicle with the possibility of modernization. For example, the combat version can accommodate a crew of 3 people, and the transportation version can accommodate 7 more passengers. The Ajax is equipped with an MTU Friedrichshafen V8 engine with a capacity of 815 horsepower, which accelerates the vehicle to 43 miles per hour. This is a high figure for a vehicle of this size.
As you can see, it's a tracked vehicle.
The main weapon of Ajax is a 40mm CT-40 cannon produced by CTA International. It's also equipped with a 7.62mm L94A1 machine gun and a Kongsberg Protector remote weapon station that can be used to deploy various types of missile weapons, such as Javelin anti-tank missiles.
Moving forward, we've got the laser warning system.
Currently, the British Army has about 150 Ajax armored vehicles, of which 110 are combat vehicles and 40 are armored reconnaissance vehicles. So Britain will soon have an army of such vehicles.
20 odd, if not more, being used right now by our crews.
What will China's response be when it learns about the rapid development of its competitors? Will it continue its aggression in the South China Sea, or will it realize the disadvantage of its position? Or does China have a trick up its sleeve that we don't know about? Well, we'll find out the answers to these questions later, and this video's come to an end. If you liked it, feel free to like it and leave a comment, so you'll help us understand in which direction we should develop the content. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.